Hello and welcome. In this video, I want to talk about the ViewStart in the MVC core and why we need to use it. Now, listen. First, we talked about the layout and how we can add the layout to the different views and the pages. So we have the layout over here and I use it in the multiple views. For instance, in the index, I added this one. In the customers, I added the layout and also the about, the same thing inside it. But this is not really great idea, repeating the same code in the multiple views or the web pages. Instead of this, we can use the shared file that is common between the different views, and we call it the ViewStart. So let's say, hello ViewStart, what's up? If I take a look over here and inside the first MVC or the auto-generated MVC project, inside the views at the bottom, I have the ViewStart. So this is the ViewStart or underscore ViewStart.cshtml. Inside the ViewStart, we can add the common codes. So if I take a look over here and open up the Google, search the ViewStart in the MVC, the ViewStart contains the code that is executed at the start of each Razor pages or indeed the Razor views. So if you want to execute that same code in the different or multiple views, then the ViewStart file is great for you. Because of this property, we can use the ViewStart to add the layout or to define the layout. So instead of defining the layout in every page or every view, you can use the ViewStart page. And this is the usage of the ViewStart. Indeed, assigning the layout for all of the views at the single file is really great and amazing. Now let's come over here and come to this one inside the Visual Studio. And if I take a look in the ViewStart, we have the same structure, the add sign, the curly braces, then defining the layout. So this code will be executed and rendered before executing the content of the views. It means this code is common between the different views. So how we can use it? Adding the ViewStart is really simple and straightforward. Just come over here and select the views folder. So if I right click on this, get inside the add and the new item. Then here inside the C# ASP.NET Core, the web. Over here I have the Razor ViewStart and its name is ViewStart. You can see it something like this. Underscore ViewStart. Then the extension. In this step, don't change the ViewStart name and come over here, add. After a couple of seconds, if I take a look, the ViewStart is added over here. And you can see by default, we have the layout and the layout name over here. So this layout will assigned and will be affected for all of these views inside the home controller, or if we have all the controllers over here, will assign to all of the views inside the views folder indeed over here. So if I take a look inside the about, let's come to this, and in the next step I need to remove all of this. So we can easily come over here and delete this, or like me, I can comment this out for your later using. This is about the customers, and if I take a look at the double slashes index and add the double slashes here and get inside the ViewStart. So this is the layout. Previously we talked about how to work and change the layout name based on your need. You can use the underscore layout. It means your layout should be inside the shared folder or the home folder based on my previous tutorial. So you can start working with it. Now I can come over here and if I run the application, let's see the result. As you see, I got this error. The layout view, the underscore layout could not be located. The following location were searched inside the home, then the shared folder for this file, for the layout CS.html. Why? Because we added the layout inside the ViewStart. First, we talked about how to change the layout name. So this is the underscore my layout. I can easily change this one to the my layout like this. And if I run the application, I can see the amazing and great result. So after a couple of seconds, congratulations, we did it. So everything is working perfectly. because we use the correct name over here, the My Layout. Instead of changing it, we can change the My Layout to the layout over here. And as I mentioned previously, we can add the extension CSHTML, exactly like this. Then let's see the results. Come over here and let's check it. So I got this error, the layout view up to here could not be located. Where inside the views, then the underscore my layout. So if you want to add the extension, this part, to your layout name, you need to put it exactly inside the views over here, in the roots of the views, beside the ViewStart over here. So I need to select this and put it inside the view directly. But before doing that, let's stop the application and put it over here. Do you want? Yes. And if I run, I can see the amazing and great results. Changing the location and the name is not necessary. I just want to show you how to look deeper inside everything and every topic. So I have the result over here and everything is working perfectly. So let's set it back and put it over here inside the shared folder, exactly over here. And yes. And in the last step, let's assign the full path to the layout. First, we talked about this matter. So instead of the project folder, we can use the tilde. This is the tilde. Then add the slash, then the views, then the shared, and also the slash. So I have the project folder, the views, the shared, and my layout. Then the shared folder, then the slash. So the root folder or the project folder, the views, the shared, and my layout. And currently I'm using the ViewStart over here. And if I run the application, I can see the amazing and great result. You know what? If you want to be successful and professional programmer and web designer, you need to check and try different matters and the codes for a deeper understanding. So everything is working perfectly with the full path over here. And if I add something wrong over here, for instance, the space and run, then I got this error. The layout view could not be located over here inside the shared folder, exactly my path. And then I got this error. The layout with this folder and the file name could not be located over here. So we need to correct that, and this is the result. Okay, I enjoyed a lot. Now learned how to work with the ViewStart. Now let's talk about another tricky question. Can we use more than one ViewStart? Yes, of course you can add as many as number of the ViewStart that you want. But if you want to add more than one ViewStart, you need to put it beside the views inside the controller folder. Suppose I have the home controller and also the main controller. I need to select this and put it beside the views over here inside the home folder. This means hello MVC, please load the ViewStart and use the codes inside it for all of the views inside the home controller folder over here. So this ViewStart belongs for the about, the customers, and the index. And also we can add another one inside the main if we have some views inside it. We can easily come over here, add the new, then the item, and get inside the web. And here I have the Razor ViewStart. So its name is ViewStart and add it inside the main. Now the ViewStart is added over here. And if you add any views inside the main folder, then the ViewStart belongs for all of the views inside the main controller folder over here. So this belongs to this, and this belongs to any views inside the main folder. This is a really tricky note. Currently, I haven't any kind of the controller except the home. The only thing I have is the home controller folder. So let's select this and put it inside the views and click OK. In this state, the ViewStart will be run and will be executed before running any views or at the beginning of running the views in the home controller folder and also the main controller folder and the CU controller folder. So it is common between all of the views inside the views folder, and this is really tricky note. Okay, excellent. Congratulations. Everything is done. Now we learned one of the great and amazing features of the MVC, and it is the ViewStart. So it's time to use it. So open up your project and start working with the ViewStart. Thanks for your time.